Hello everybody, my name is Lucia Vargas. I'm going to be presenting my persuasive speech final, and my topic is the answers are found in the Bible, not in the words of men. My audience consists of Marcos Vargas, Angelica Vargas, Marilis Vargas, Ana Martinez, Jorge Perez, and Elena Vargas as the cameraman. I'm a Christian, and I'm in it for the rest of my life. I was born into the Catholic Church, and I grew up knowing of God, but not knowing who God really was. As I was growing up, my mom would take me to church like once a month, and she would dress me up really nicely. I looked like a little doll, and we would go in there for about an hour. The churches were beautiful. They had these beautiful cathedrals, and it was mesmerizing. But I would go in there and I wouldn't really learn anything. I knew my Hail Fathers and my Hail Marys, and that would be the end of it. Then we would go home. I can honestly say I never had a real connection with God until I reached my adulthood. And I started reading the Bible for myself. And the reason why I started reading the Bible was because one time I asked the priest, why was Mary called a virgin after being married and having Jesus as a son? And he told me that because it was that way, because that was the way that the Catholic Church said it was, and he couldn't really answer me. And I got curious, so I started reading the Bible myself. As a Valencia student, I am taking a mythology class. And for this week assignment, my professor had us watch a video called Purgatory, visited by Father Jose Maniagat. As I was watching this video, I noticed that he had cited some Bible verses, and I got really curious because it struck me, because even though I didn't really know much of God, I heard that to God all sins were equal. And the Father is saying here that not all sins are equal. And he cited Matthew 5:22. So I went to different websites. I went to the Catholic, I searched for Catholic Bibles. I even searched for my own Bible, and I could not find that verse for the life of me. Nothing related to what he had cited. So I went to Matthew 5:22 in the Catholic Bible, and it says, not all sins are the same. However, that's what he said. That's what he stated. The Catholic Bible states on 5:20 says, but I say this to you, anyone who is angry with a brother will answer before the court. Anyone who calls a brother fool will answer for it before the Sanhedrin, and anyone who calls him traitor will answer for it in hellfire. And I was like, it's nothing remotely to it, so let me go to another Bible. And then I went to the New King James, Matthew 5:22 as well, where it says, but I say to you, whoever is angry with the brother without a cause shall be in danger of judgment. And whoever says to his brother Rakah shall be in danger of counsel. But whoever says, you fool, shall be in danger of hellfire. Notice how the Catholic and the New King James Version of these verses say almost the same thing, but have different messages. One, for example, says, if you call a fool, it will answer before the Sanhedrin. And everyone called, it will be called a traitor. While the New King James says, any brother who called Rakah should be in danger of counsel. It's just different words, but they're almost the same. While Father Jose video says absolutely something completely different. As I continue to do my research, I recall that in the Bible also talks about blasphemy. So I went and I researched the Catholic Bible, and Revelation 22 from the verses 18 to verse 19 states that, this is my solemn attention to all who hear the prophecies in the book. If anyone adds anything to them, God will add to them every plague mentioned in the book. If anyone cuts anything out of them, prophecies in this book, God will cut off the share of the tree of life of the holy city, which are described in the book. So I went to the other Bible, in the New King James, and according to Revelation 22 from 18 to 19 also says, "For I testify to everyone who hears the words of the prophecy of this book. If anyone adds to these things, God will add to him the plagues that are written in this book. And if anyone takes away from the words of the book of this prophecy, God shall take away his part from the book of life, from the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book." When I started reading the Bible for myself, I was able to make these connections. And that's when I decided that I needed to do my own research and start a relationship based on the words of God, not on the words of men. The Bible itself states in Jeremiah 17:5 that, "Thus says the Lord, cursed is the man who trusts in men and makes flesh his strength, whose heart depart from the Lord." As people, we always want to form an opinion about everything, but it is important that we also do the proper research on this topic before doing so, else we will be misleading people. It is our responsibility as people to put the correct information out there, not just our opinion. People depend on websites, people depend on videos, depend on books to learn. The new generation depends on these books and these different websites to learn. It is important that everything that we put out there, it is the correct information. We owe it to a new generation. Thank you for listening.